I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is David Levy. He is co-CEO at Horizon Sports and Experiences. David, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Thank you, Judy. Thanks for having me down here on the floor.
Wonderful to have you. So now, you recently announced that you're having your inaugural Pickleball Slam featuring some tennis legends.
Yes.
So talk to me about the event and your sponsors.
So when we started this company, HS&E, 15 weeks ago.
15 weeks.
My partner, Chris, and I were thinking about areas of focus that we wanted to have in our company and how we wanted to grow our business. And we thought about Formula One as one growth area. We thought about soccer and the World Cup that's happening here in the States. We thought about golf being a huge growth opportunity, and then pickleball. If you look at the facts and figures of pickleball right now, 36 million people are playing pickleball. The growth year over year is 85% growth. And we said, wait a minute, how do we get involved in this and how do we grow this? And one of the things we thought about is taking the biggest names in racket sports, Agassi, McEnroe, Roddick, and Chang, putting them in a $1 million purse pickleball match, live from the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida, and on ESPN on April 2nd. All of that seemed to add up pretty well as a pretty exciting event and something that someone will watch, and obviously sponsors as well wanting to get involved in it.
That sounds so exciting. Now tell me, how did you manage to recruit them?
Well, our other partner in the event, John Venison, who works for Inside Sports, has a strong relationship with them. He has a Champions League tournament for tennis. Mm-hmm. And so we had these relationships with these players for many, many years. And we called them all up, and they were all interested in playing.
Wow. Okay, so it seems like they are now, liking pickleball.
So, there have been some times where McEnroe has actually said some negative things about pickleball, mm-hmm. but I think he's coming around, and his competitive nature, all of them are very, very competitive. Chang and Roddick play it regularly. Agassi and McEnroe do play. And they are working very hard because at the end of the day, these guys are competitive. They want to be on the court and they want to win.
All right, so talk to me about the overall popularity of pickleball. Now, I know there's also like an amateur component to the event.
Yeah, so Sunday, April 2nd, between the semifinals and finals of March Madness, and we are the lead-in for the women's finals for the first time on Sunday on ESPN. We have an amateur event on Friday and Saturday. So there's 200 amateurs, 100 teams, doubles. There's two different divisions. There's an 8.0 duper division, which is a ranking. I don't know if you're familiar with the duper system, but mm-hmm. It's like a handicap system. So an 8.0 combined teams and a 10.0 combined teams. They compete for $10,000 over the 2 days.
Okay.
And the winner not only wins $10,000, but the winners also get to play against the four legends.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they actually get to see whether they're better than the four legends.
Wow.
And that will all be done on Saturday prior to the event on Sunday.
Oh, wow. So exciting.
Yes.
Okay. So, you have actually spent many years running Turner Sports. So you created The Match, which is a televised primetime golf event, and you also expanded March Madness to multiple networks. So you've been very busy with Turner Sports.
Yes.
And now you have pickleball on ESPN. So do you see strong potential, business potential in pickleball?
Absolutely. This is, just so you know, this is the first of many events we're going to have. Mm-hmm. So we have a 5-event deal with the Hard Rock Casino. So they have places in Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Nashville. We haven't decided where that event is going to. And the amateur event, the Amateur Slam, we can do that 20, 30 times a year. So we're building out and branding into this whole pickleball environment and pickleball family and the growth of it. So we are very high potential, think that pickleball is going to be a big opportunity for HS&E. Mm-hmm. And we know that the growth is going to continue to happen. One of the things I want to talk about also, when it leads to the match itself or the slam itself, is the charity angle. So each of the players are going to have $25,000, and they're going to bet on each other throughout the match. Okay. That money all goes to charity. So they each start with 25. Who ends up with the most money at the end, that goes to their charity of choice. They haven't chosen their charities yet. Mm-hmm. Hopefully next week that'll all be announced. But I'm really excited about the charity angle to this as well.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah. So now you are co-CEO at HS&E. So talk to me about the brand and your mission.
So yes, HS&E has actually 3 partners. I mentioned Chris Weil in the beginning, but Bill Koningsberg, who runs Horizon Media, is also our 3rd partner in it. And we're 15 weeks old. Our focus is in 3 pillars. We're experiential and activation, ownership of IP, and consulting and sales. And all that's underpinned with data and analytics. So you can't do anything without data analytics these days, but those pillars of experiential, ownership of IP, media, consulting, and sales is where HS&E is going to be focused on for the next year or 2 for sure.
All right. Well, exciting time for you. 15 weeks old. I mean, you've definitely hit the ground running.
Yeah, thank you, Judy. I appreciate it. It's very exciting times.
Very exciting. Well, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for stopping down and joining me on Floor Talk.
Glad to be here.